Okay, so this is the follow-up video for the acne spot treatment. I promised you that I would share with you the natural acne spot treatment that actually works, and you can get all three items from Dollar Tree, less than $5. You don't have to spend tons on these over-the-counter acne medications, prescription medications. I've done prescriptions. We all know how high expensive prescriptions are. I've used Proactive, had a bad chemical reaction to the peroxide in Proactive, and we all know that when you're taking prescriptions, you're gonna have side effects, which is, I don't like taking medicine, but I had to find something different because it just was not working. So those ingredients are H2O, lemon juice, and you can use fresh lemons. This is just easier for me. Arm & Hammer baking soda, and aspirin. Okay, so you are probably looking like, what in the world? Okay, so here's the deal. If you will look on the back of any acne medication, it's gonna say one of two things. It's either gonna say peroxide, or it's going to say, and I am not going to even try to pronounce that word, but it's some type of acid. It's SAL, I want to say it's salicylic acid, but whatever that, however you pronounce that word, it's aspirin. Aspirin is an anti-inflammatory, and the active ingredient of an aspirin is that medication that it's in the acne medication that you're purchasing over the counter in the drugstore or Walmart or wherever you get it. So if you take one aspirin, put it in your little cup, and you're gonna mix 2 or 3 drops of lemon juice, and you're gonna let the aspirin dissolve. You're gonna take a Q-tip, mix it up really well, get it kind of, it's not gonna be, you don't want it too watery, it's gonna be powdery, but it's gonna be dissolved, it's gonna be liquidy. And you're gonna take the Q-tip and you're gonna put that mixture on wherever your pimple is, and you leave it there for 10 minutes, and then you take your cup with water and you take like a half a teaspoon of baking soda. You mix it up really well, and then you take a cotton ball, and then you just rinse, wet the cotton ball, and then just rub that area. It's gonna be really gritty, almost like an exfoliant, and just rub that area probably for about 60 seconds, and then just take it and then just rinse it off with the baking soda mixture with water. Now here's the deal. When you use that over-the-counter acne medication, that acid that I can't pronounce the word right now, but I will post it, what you're missing is you're not neutralizing. Baking soda is a neutralizer. You're missing that important step. So when you go back behind and then you rinse that area with the baking soda, you're calming and you're neutralizing that area. Kind of like when you relax your hair, you have to go back and you have to neutralize that chemical that's in your hair so that it can stop reacting. If you don't neutralize it, it's gonna keep reacting on your skin, and that causes irritation, which is gonna leave a blemish or a mark. So that's the step that's missing when we use those over-the-counter products. So that's all you need. You need aspirin, lemon juice, baking soda, and water. And I have had, and you need to do it as soon as you feel the onset of the pimple. We all know when we're getting a pimple. So if you do it that night, I always do it at night before I go to bed, after I've done all my other steps, before the moisturizer. So it would be after you do your toner. No, I'm sorry. It's after you get out of the shower. So it will be after you use the foaming wash, before you do the astringent. You want to do those steps that I just mentioned, and then you follow up with your Dr. Tishner, your toner, and then you do your moisturizer last. So that way you're still doing all the steps, but you're treating your acne, your breakouts, before you go into the next steps. Trying to think, did I miss anything? Did I forget anything? I lost my train of thought. But I have been doing this probably for about 3 or 4 months, and I've had very good results. It's almost like it stops the breakout in its track. I'm not saying that it's gonna be immediate, but it's fast. The next day, you probably won't have to do it again. Now, I've had 1 or 2 that I've had to do it 2 nights in a row, but outside of that, it's healed. I don't have to do anything else with it. It stops it in its tracks. It does not go into that whitehead, or just a real inflamed pimple. It's you can tell that it's a bump there, but it's not that irritated feel, and you can tell that it's starting to actually heal. Let's see, what else? Oh, whatever you do, if you have pimples, if you have acne, don't squeeze, don't pop. I have done that, and I have dark spots. You can see where, if you do that, I have some over here on the side, but you can kind of tell when you do that, it will leave a spot. And my grandmother used to always say, don't pop it, keep your hand out of your face. And it's true. I don't care how many times you wash your hands a day, you're still gonna have bacteria on your hand. And I had a bad habit. I would sit like this, or just, and that is the area I noticed that I was getting my breakouts. And it's true, if you keep your hands in your face, or if you're touching your face constantly, if you are trying to pop the pimples to make them go away faster, they will go away, but you're gonna get a blemish and you're gonna get a dark spot. So if you're doing that, I know it's very uncomfortable, you don't like to see it, you're trying to make it go away faster, but that's not the way. Just use the regimen that I spoke of, and I think that you will see the same result. Okay, so next I will do a regimen on, or talk about the importance of exfoliating, what I use to exfoliate, and then I need to do another video on removing facial hair. We don't like to talk about that, but it's just a fact of life. Unfortunately, we do have facial hair. You may have the little peach fuzz, whatever you want to call it, under here, the size. That is not cute. I don't like that. So we'll talk about, I'm gonna tell you my regimen that I use to remove facial hair, and also the eyebrow arch, so you might be able to see. So normally I just did my brows and my facial hair last night. Every time I think about women with facial hair, I think about it's one of the Friday episodes, and when Pops was like, he went to the landlord's house. This is the one where they were at the when Ricky Smiley was Santa Claus, and he was going around and breaking in people's houses and stuff and stealing. And the dad went to the landlord's house, and he was like, "Ooh, I like the way you got that lined up." But no, we don't want to have anybody tell us that they like the way we got that line up. We got to get rid of that completely. So I'm gonna talk about that. And I was lazy this weekend, and I didn't do it over the weekend, but I did it last night. So I will show you how I can't actually physically show you how I arch, but I'll go through what I actually do, and then maybe this weekend I can do a video to show how I actually arch and shape them up, because I try to do that once a week. Okay, so that's it for this video, and see you soon. Bye.